So we have arrived at Red Hills in County Cavan. Obviously I was driving so I couldn't use the camera, and I didn't stop anywhere because there was nowhere to stop really on the way. That was worth the wait. But I have found the graveyard that I was looking for, and I have found the grave of Michael Reilly. He was one of the original 12 apostles, named in Vincent Byrne's testimony to the military archives. And he's mentioned by, I think, another member, Mick MacDonald, or someone else anyway, from the original squad. For ages I couldn't find any information on him. I found his military records and his pension. Somebody had sent me that through on Reddit, on a forum, but I could find where he was from, Ballyhaise in County Cavan. I drove to Ballyhaise last year and I actually looked around, but I couldn't find one. I probably should have asked someone at the time, but even then the graveyard's a bit out of the way, and it's not actually in Ballyhaise, it's in Red Hills. But maybe a local would have known, so I probably should have done that back then. But then this week, when I posted the video of my visit to the graveyard, the graves of members of the squad, someone reached out on Facebook. I forgot your name now, I'm actually going to check. Mr. Dennison, so I'm not going to put your full name up in case you don't want it on Facebook. He reached out saying, with a little newspaper clip about the burial of Michael Reilly near Ballyhaise. And then randomly last night, as I was planning to come here, someone on Reddit sent me the exact directions. So I don't know if it's the same person or if it's just a crazy coincidence in the 1 week. But I finally found it. I can tick that off the list. But anyway, let's get into it. We'll go inside, have a look at Michael Reilly's grave, and I'll give you a little bit of the background that I can dig up on him. So, Michael Reilly was from the Creamery in Ballyhaise in County Cavan. There are not many records of him. There's that newspaper article about his death, which Mr. Dennison sent to me. But besides that, there is only a couple of documents in the military archives, one being a pension request by his mother, who was living in Chicago at the time, and that was in the 1930s. That claim was actually rejected because he died in December 1921, which was during the Truce, and the records state that he died from pneumonia. So he didn't die on active service or through illness while he was serving. I just found a grave now and we've lost again. That's over here. He, from the records I could find, Vincent Byrne named him as an original member of the squad, and so did one of the other members, Mick MacDonald or maybe Jim Slattery. But he was named. There's not many records of him. Obviously he died during the Truce, so he didn't get to give his witness statement. But he was a company commander in the Dublin Brigade of the IRA, and most likely, like many of the members of the squad, he was selected then from the Dublin Brigades to be a member of the squad and then act on orders from Michael Collins or other members of the intelligence department operating out of Crow Street mainly during the War of Independence. He's not named, I don't believe he's named for taking an active part in Bloody Sunday, but he could have. I'm just going from off the top of my head. But he is buried here in this grave, along beside other family members. All these are Reillys. So you have it here. Captain Michael O'Reilly, Dublin Brigade IRA, died on the 17th of December 1921, aged 22 years old. So he is the last remaining member of Michael Collins' squad, of the original, so-called original 12 apostles. Two of the other men are buried over in the United States, so perhaps I'll get a chance to visit them at some stage. But this is Michael Reilly's. He is one of 3 members of the squad who died during the War of Independence. Sean Doyle died during the Customs House attack. Eddie Byrne, who's also buried in Glasnevin, I believe died from natural causes. And then you have Mick O'Reilly, or Michael O'Reilly, who's buried here in Red Hills in County Cavan. So it's very scenic. graveyard and area. So it was an hour and a half drive from Dublin, but I wanted to finish the 12, or as many as I could that are buried in Ireland of the original 12. So that was Michael Reilly. If I can find a picture of him, I'll attach it, but I don't know if I can. I don't remember finding one. But yeah, Michael Reilly of Michael Collins' squad. Oh, and just to add a little more information on Michael Reilly. So when his mother applied for his his pension, it was rejected because the government said that he had died of pneumonia, not an active service. Though in the pension claim, his mother had stated that he had died of wounds. So there's a possibility he could have been shot and then got sick, or they assumed he was injured when they put in the claim. Now it was like 10 years or 15 years after he had died, and his mother was living in Chicago. But it was rejected by the government, and I'm not sure if she got any money from it, though even in the government statements they did say that he was a captain in the Dublin Brigade of the IRA. So there's a chance that she could have got a small bit of a pension, but not as much as if he had died on active service. So that's just the last little bit of information that I have.